between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Pulls it in at the 13. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, Mayfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's what he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And again, it's Mayfield. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
First down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Mayfield to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Takes it through the goalpost. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Falcons 3, Buccaneers 0.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Quick throw caught by Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield off the play fake. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Third and long for Mayfield. They'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is is well shy of the first down marker. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here, hauled in, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
A gain of
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd down.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Tampa Bay.
Play action. They'll throw. Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. That one good for 37 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads. Teams playing to extend them.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Score, Buccaneers 17, Falcons 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Game going with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. That fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about it in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
8-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Bucs' 12-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your team there playing keep away. first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can...
Well, on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
On downs.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for a sack. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He finds a man on a crossing route. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. And good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
That's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Now, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all the throws.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They go play action. Mayfield. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Mayfield with it once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. And he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Falcons get a bit closer.
On 40 extra points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Falcons 20.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.